Good day. How are you? Amazing. Always amazing. Well, make some noise in here. I just came back from shopping at the food stores, and I picked up some groceries that are kind of like the weekly groceries. And I always like to mix it up, but I always have staples. I always like the staples that I do every week. And I don't know if my family is bored of it or if they appreciate it, but I know they usually tell me. I have one child that is so hard to feed, and I'm always trying to, satisfy his hunger. So for him, I am making today panko crusted chicken bites. So I hope he'll appreciate that. And of course, I'm going to use a little Obe seasoning, which I always find is a secret tip. You want to use, if you use sazon or adobo or garlic, whatever you use, but if you sneak a little bit of that spice, something about it, it's like pow. The other thing I want to make today is some chicken tacos. I saw this last night when I was on TikTok. I love TikTok. And real quick, segue. TikTok, you can just say, let me see this real quick. You close your eyes and you open them, 45 minutes pass. Like a quantum leap. So I'm always careful with my TikTok. Usually if I look at TikTok, it's right before I go to bed. And I usually have to go put my son to sleep. So it's right before I put my son to sleep. So I want to not be on all night. Because I've had moments where I look up and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, Fanny girl, you responsible. Anywho, but I saw this recipe for a chicken potato taco. Oh my God, with poblano chilies. I'm going to make that. And of course, I always do a connection on my blog. So I guess however it turns out, you will see it there. So if it's a hot mess, I will post it. I have no shame. But I also wanted to say something. Last night, I was such in a fix. I don't know what the heck was wrong with me, but I felt like I needed chocolate. So I always like to prepare bakery stuff, but I'm not like my husband. My husband, he is an incredible baker, and he literally is a newly founded skill that he didn't even know he had over the pandemic. He found out that he had all these other attributes that I really didn't realize, but I've always kind of dibbled and dabbled, and usually, my macaroni and cheese, pretty much everyone always likes it, or my weird concoctions, people like it, but I always like making brownies from scratch. Something about having a certain taste that I like. When I was growing up, my mom, she had this oven that was kind of on a slant. So every time she made brownies, one side of the brownie was like this chewy brownie. The other side was like this dark cracker. It was like type of brownie. And I used to love it. To this day, I'm always looking for this. And now they sell them in the store, which is like hilarious. I guess other people had broken ovens too. But my brownies are usually in between that. It has a nice bite. It's usually chewy, and it has enough chocolate. So I have 3 different boys in my house. One is a strawberry baby, one's a chocolate baby, and one's a vanilla baby. They like what they like. So it's good if I buy the 3 ice cream combo. But when I make brownies, I have to make 3 different kinds. So I made vanilla blondies, and I made brownies from scratch. And then I took, and this is going to sound kind of gross, but it was so delicious. The Nesquik strawberry mix? I take literally a teaspoon of that, a teaspoon, like literally, and I melt it with butter, and I mix it, and I make a drizzle. So even though I made a vanilla brownie, I just drizzle it on top, so it gives a little strawberry vanilla that he likes. And if my other son, I take a little bit of vanilla extract, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of, did I say everything? Yeah, a little bit of butter, and I make a drizzle for him. And for my chocolate brownie baby, I make him a peanut butter drizzle. So on each brownie, I'm not gonna call them brownies, but you know what I mean. On each square, there's a drizzle of their favorite. So I really just prepare 2 types, a larger tray, or double the amount for the vanilla brownie, and then 1 regular for the chocolate. But everything came out so perfect last night. I was so proud of myself. I was like, yay! I only wanted this chocolate bite, but I can't be selfish in this house. And I saw my husband picking at it like, all right, good job. But It really helped me out. Sometimes I get in these little ruts, and I don't know if you guys get into them. Something comes over me. I don't know what it is. I feel like, I heard this word the other day, the feeling of inert. Like I just don't know how to move forward. And I'm a person that's always motivating others, motivating myself, looking to do amazing things, constantly working on myself. But something happens, and it happens to us all. And I have to just kind of blink and check right back in. So when I saw the taco stuff last night, I was like, you know what? I made my brownies. Tomorrow I'll make those tacos and we'll have a fun night. And, I really do try. And there's this other thing. My son, he started reading Harry Potter. My middle son. And, of course, I read most of all the Harry Potter series. And so did my other son. But my little one and my middle one just really started getting into it. So tonight I was hoping that he will partake in an invitation of cordially inviting him to watch it with me. And maybe that would be kind of sweet too. So all it is to say, and all this little podcast is about, is the things we got to do all the time, right? I just feel like, going to the grocery store or doing anything, you have to find that moment of not just having to run your errands, but having to check in with yourself. Because today I had to do all these things, but I decided I was going to dress up. I was going to feel good, because I think I've outdone all my leggings. So today I wore my boots. I wanted to just feel like I had purpose. And that is the craziest thing, because we all have purpose. We all have purpose. It's interesting. The other day I heard someone saying, oh, I can't wait until ... And that kind of bothered me. And then I was watching, what's that show? The Real. And I heard them say the same thing. And I gotta say, Garcelle said it for me. And I'm just gonna repeat her. Everyone is always like, I can't wait until Friday. I can't wait until payday. I can't wait. Why not just say I'm so happy about right now in this moment, and I thank God that I'm alive? Let me tell you something. And then when I went to go pay for my goods today, the machine didn't work. After I scanned all my items, I had a full cart. I was trying to pay. It kept saying card decline. I was like, look, hey, I know my card did not decline. And they were like, no, there's an issue with the machine. You have to go to customer service to pay. I was about to flip out, and I said, you know what? I'm not one of those Karen memes. I don't flip out. What is wrong with me? So I paid. I was happy. I thanked everyone. And then I went back to the cashiers. I was like, thank you so much for all your time. I appreciate your help. Thank you so much, because thank you so much that they woke up and they got dressed and they got to work today safely and they were able to help me with my services. Thank you, God. Sometimes we forget. Every time we're going through something, there's somebody right next to us going through something 100% worse. And they still act gracefully with a smile. So we have to kind of move forward from this woe is me attitude, right? And move more to this positive attitude. My dog right here, he is just running around me right now. And I laugh because he drives me the most crazy. But then again, I'm thankful for him because he's always loving. He's a puppy, but he's gigantic. And he's always in the mix. And I think he got my hat and he's chewing on one of my loved hats. And he's trying to hide it from me. I see you. On that note, thank you so much for joining me on this journey of Fannytastic Life. And let me know how you're doing. What's going on with your daily errands? What's new with you? And take a look at the blog. I will definitely post the recipes and how everything turned out. Have a great one.